can we just call this series Wrath of the Evil Gundam? Because what this series is doing by showing just how outmatched the Zeon group is in the face of a Gundam is downright villainous. I don't know, maybe it's the animation, I don't know what it is, but this Gundam seems very souped up, almost like it's enhanced, and it's just so fast and almost indestructible whenever it's on the screen. Either that or a series really sells just how screwed you are if you see a real G across that battlefield and you are the main character. It's just insane how one-sided this battle is against this entire base. I mean, you have an entire base against a Gundam and all of your weapons, nothing is working against this thing. And it does actually seem to flee the scene before finishing off Solari, where we left off last episode, once it started getting fire taken upon it. And I almost feel like whoever's piloting this Gundam is just like, nah, I took out this whole squad. That's enough mental damage that I've done to you here. There are a couple of things that I mentioned last vid that ended up happening. One, the Red Wolf squad really did get wiped with the exception of Captain Solari and Lieutenant LaShawn. So shout out to the brother for making it through this. Let's go. But with that being said, now the title makes even more sense as she's going to be hell bent on avenging her team after this happened. The second is that Solari is indeed a new type, as once again she could sense the Gundam pilot's presence as they were trying to make their pursuit towards the end of the episode. While the Gundam is still causing havoc on the field, and I mean not even air raids can stop this thing as it was just swatting them down like flies and just eliminating everything in its path, Solari is scrambling to find any survivors and escape. She was able to rescue LaShawn, who was trapped in his Zaku, and she also was able to do this with the help of a URMC medic, who for all intents and purposes is a neutral party. He is a Federation or Zeon, he just wants to help anyone wounded in battle. This method of thinking, while it may be noble, may also be this character's downfall at one point. While he's gathering supplies, he was about to be apprehended or worse by some Federation troops, only to be saved by a character that we meet in this episode named Lieutenant Haley. And when she gunned him down to save him, he was upset that she did not try to reason with his troops. Like, I'm sorry, that this is not the time to try to talk it out when guns are at your face and they are getting ready to shoot, sir. That is not a good time to try to do that. I hope this series isn't like gonna go down that path. Like, I hope this isn't the type of thing we're gonna see with him every time he's on the screen. I mean, I get it. Of course you want to do things peacefully, but this is also survival, and I hope his morals doesn't cost someone their life or we have to get lectured every time someone's about to make a play for survival. Solari and LaShawn had to shoot their way out for a bit against ground soldiers as well, but they were able to find refuge and they found another Zeon infantry squad led by another female character that we're introduced to, which is Second Lieutenant Haley Arhun or Arhun. I'm mispronouncing her name and I apologize for that, so I'll just say Lieutenant Haley. However, her entire unit is wounded and they're just awaiting rescue from other squadrons, so they're pretty much sitting ducks too. Solari's plan though was to salvage any transportation that they can find and escape HQ while using an explosion from a tanker to distract the Gundam while they escape. Dangerous? Yes, but it's either that or get slaughtered by that giant Terminator that's out there on the field. She tasked LaShawn with trying to get a Zaku tank to function enough for them to escape. She takes fire on the Gundam while LaShawn blows the tanker, and while the Gundam was in pursuit, they were able to make a break for it. But it only manages to destroy the Gundam's shield as it looks very menacing while they escape. I mean, this straight up looked like a horror movie, and they had like some brooding music going on behind it as well. Again, I will say this time and time again until it's like not like prevalent. They're doing a really good job of just making this Gundam just seem like a horror movie villain. I mean, for real, I'm probably beating you guys over the head with that. That's just how this seems. And I'm starting to wonder who exactly is the pilot of this Gundam, because most Gundam pilots are usually teens with kind of a reluctance to war or just flat out hates it. But I don't know, it feels like this is going to be an adult or a more seasoned pilot who lives to destroy just like they are now. That's just how it feels like it's coming off to me with this. As our survivors make their way to HQ, we also learned that before being drafted, Captain Solari was actually a gifted violinist, so that also explains the Requiem part of the title for me. Not only does she want revenge, She also knows how to play her own sympathy, so that'd be kind of cool. Maybe we'll get like a musical number of her going back to her roots and playing like a violin or something in one of the scenes in the other episodes. Haley's path of safety wasn't as clear as Solari's though, as her and the Doctor's path through the city is blocked by the Federation, so they have to bulldoze their way through. Solari and LaShawn did manage to circle back and provide them cover in the Zaku tank, while driving that boy backwards and shooting, mind you. So again, shout out to LaShawn for that and thinking on his toes and just being an ace with that. And they were able to clear the path with the weapons that they have. But however, the Gundam is still on their tail. They did manage to escape when a convoy of heavier type Zakus, like Zaku 2s and Golf type Zakus appeared, but they were still no match. The Gundam made short work of them too, but it bought Solari and crew enough time to barely escape. And that concluded our second episode. Now that we know Solari is a new type, as well as the Gundam pilot, it kind of explains why whenever the Gundam has a chance to finish Solari off, it almost pauses, as in Gundam lore indicates, new types kind of have a bond or some type of connection to each other, so maybe that's why it's stopping almost every time it's just about to do his job. Who the Gundam pilot is right now is also still a mystery, as we're getting ready to head into the halfway point of the series, but I'm enjoying the mystique of it all. I also must say that these episodes feel really fast. Maybe because I'm just enjoying it so much, or maybe it's because most of the episode is like action set pieces and it's not much exposition that Gundam usually has. But again, it was another pretty good episode, and so far no complaints from me. I'm really enjoying having another Gundam show to watch. I really am, because I just miss talking about this, and I just love Gundam as a franchise. So I love just being immersed into this world and having these type of stories. And I'm hoping you guys are enjoying these videos as well. But I also want to give a big shout out to all my Gundam fam who supported the episode 1 video, as we have hit over 1,000 views, and that just makes me so happy. Thank you guys so much. I really like seeing that, and it makes me more excited to want to like bring you guys more. So I hope it's more things that I can find when this is over that we can still talk about. I mean, that really just made my day. So I just wanted to give you guys a thank you for that. And I said, even if I had to put other things that I'm doing inside content wise to cover Gundam, I would, because of things like this, like I can always count on the Gundam guys to, you know, fall through and show support. So once again, thank you so much. And if you're new here, join on board. If there's any Gundam content out there, best believe I'm going to try to cover it. So let me know what you guys thought of episode 2, and I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. If you liked the video, go ahead and drop it a like, as it really helps the channel with visibility, and be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when I drop my next vid. And as I always say, you guys can be anywhere on YouTube right now, but you chose to listen to me, and I really appreciate that, so thanks for stopping by. On that note, it's your boy Scott signing out. See you soon.